So, as you can see, I'm back on cycle. I actually took a break from cycling for a while, but I'm cycling a lot more these days, and I'm back into training seriously. So, for the last couple of months, I was taking things very easy. I was training weightlifting like once a week. I was actually focusing on cardio because my fitness is terrible. So even though I'm back training now, still trying to do a lot more cardio. So I cycle to the gym every day. That's like a good 15 to 20 minutes of moderate intensity cardio, I guess. And another thing I do is I just go for random cycles whenever I want. So it's a great, fun way of getting exercise. But enough talking about CrossFit. My strength has certainly gone down because I'm only training once a week. But this is something I've done several times before. I've taken like long breaks like this from weightlifting. So, as you can see here, definitely lost quite a bit of weight, lost quite a bit of muscle mass. I weighed myself after this session and I was 87 kilos. So a lot lighter compared to my body weight like 2 years ago. But it'll certainly go up with more training. Not sure if I want to get back to like 100 kilos again. Never really liked being at that body weight. Didn't really feel too healthy. Feel a lot healthier at this body weight. Don't get tired walking up a flight of stairs. Feels pretty good, but probably not the best for weightlifting. So this is 100 kilos. Just worked up to 110 kilos this session. So not the easiest thing in the world, but just getting back into training, so not too stressed about that. And yeah, the hardest thing about getting back into training again is just getting used to volume, because when I was taking things easy, I just do something like work up to a top single, like a light top single, and not do any volume, because I was just trying to maintain my lifts at a certain level. So I trained like once a week, and I tried to squat at least 200 every time I trained. Sometimes I'd go up to like 100 kilos in the snatch, 120 kilos in the clean jerk, not much more than that. So I did that for like 2 or 3 months. And before that even, training wasn't even that difficult. So been taking things very easy for a while. So just worked up there to 110 kilos in the power clean and jerk and did it for a few singles. Honestly not ready to do doubles or triples yet in the Olympic lifts, because it's honestly quite difficult and really just not used to doing volume in Olympic lifts, even though my fitness in general has improved. So these are just some squats here, worked up to 160 kilos. And I got so used to doing singles that just doing a triple here with 160 kilos was quite difficult actually. Doesn't look that difficult, but I had a hard time doing it. So I just did 3x3. There's no point doing a crazy amount of training yet. And doing some strict press here. People always ask me what my best strict press is, and I never tell them because it's embarrassing, as you can see. So I was just doing sets of 10 here with 50 kilos. This is the last rep, second set. And that's all for training. After training, went on a nice bike ride to get more exercise. Went up this hill. You can probably hear me panting because my bike is a single speed. It doesn't have gears, so it's very difficult going up hills. So I'm trying to go on more cycles like this instead of, I don't know, just going home and going on a stationary bike, because when you go outdoors you get to see stuff like this, like deers. So it's always fun to just, go outdoors and get exercise instead of, I don't know, going to the gym and doing cardio on a stationary bike or a treadmill. Of course, there was more animals here, so I had a great time getting some easy exercise after training. So definitely took the long way back home, but I had fun. The weather is certainly getting better these days. There's more daylight, so definitely gonna do more of these long cycles after training, maybe once or twice a week. Before we get on to the Cooking with Clarence So anime, if you guys are interested, there's a new ebook on my website, which is a beginner's guide to weightlifting. There's also more programs on my website. The link to all this will be on the pinned comment on this video and in the description. So this is one of the most common meals I have after training. It's a chickpea stir fry. So obviously some chickpeas and a lot of vegetables. So beforehand I air fried the chickpeas because I wanted more space in the pan and because it tastes nice when you bake it. This is some greens I put in beforehand because they take the longest to cook. And of course I cut up some vegetables here. Cutting up some red cabbage there. There's some carrots and some red onions and a few other vegetables. So just slowly pouring that in. Pretty easy to make, very straightforward. Basically you just cut up a bunch of vegetables and fry them in the pan and mix them around. As you can see, it's very colorful. So I like to add in quite a lot of spices because it tastes better and because of the health benefits. That isn't vegan multivitamin, that is actually mixed herbs. So some mixed chili, black pepper, turmeric, mixed spice, can't remember what that was, mixed herbs, and this is soy sauce and a little bit of avocado oil. Mixed all of it together and threw in the finished chickpeas and mix it around again. So very straightforward meal. Had a whole grain spaghetti as well with it. This is a meal I have very often and it's very nutritious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll definitely try to make more vlog style videos like this in the future, just going over my training. So thanks for watching.